Hey everybody, it's Kit, and I've been getting a lot of requests about how do I get a nice muscular back when I don't have a chin-up bar. I have nowhere in my house to put a chin-up bar. I don't have a bar to strap the band over, so I'm going to show you some of my favorite moves that'll help give you a nice back, especially if you're watching this and you're going into summer where you want to look great in your swimsuit. Okay, so the first two I'm going to show are from a seated position. I'm actually using our piano bench. But if you have a chair or a bench of any kind, you can do these two moves. The first is a bent over fly. So for this particular move, you want to use a little bit of a heavier weight because your back muscle has a tendency to be a little bit of a stronger weight. So for this one, you're going to keep your legs at 90 degrees. You're going to put the weights right behind your ankles, and you're simply going to pull up like that. You want to imagine that there's a pencil poking right into your spine and you're trying to squeeze that pencil. And you'll notice that my arms, my elbows are bent. So this is the motion, just like that, okay? You want to keep your stomach drawn in as you're doing it. For ladies, I was using a 12-pound rate. You might want to start a little bit lower. You're going to do anywhere between 12 and 15 reps for the guys, heavier weights, lower reps, maybe 8 to 10 reps. Okay, so that's the first one. So we'll put those aside. The second exercise, which I love, that Tony shows in his shoulders and arms routine, but it also does a nice job of working sort of this muscle right here behind your shoulder, and that is a straight arm bent over fly. So for this, you want to go much lighter on your weights. I'm using a 5. You might want to use 2 or 3. With this, the key with this one is it's more about more reps and lighter weight. So you're going to grab your weights like this, same seated position, but you want to imagine that your pinkies are hitting the corners of the room. So you're going to bend over and you're going to do this motion. Okay? So I'm going to grab my weights. I'm going to start here. You'll notice where my hand position is, right? And I'm going to lift. So you want to think of a motion that lifts and not throws. And again, for these, if you're using a lighter weight, you can do a few more reps. So I typically do 15 to 18 reps. And here's the motion again. Just like that. Okay? And again, you can feel that muscle in your upper back just tightening and squeezing, which is really nice. So those are two from a seated position. The next one I'm going to show is a lawnmower. This is another move that's in P90X chest and back. And it's a great move, again, for this part of your back. So you're going to get in a lunge, all right? And you want to have knee over ankle, this back leg straight, and you're simply going to rest your arm on your knee. And a lot of us don't have the old-fashioned lawnmowers where you actually had to pull the string to get it started. But that's essentially the motion that you're doing here. So I have a pretty heavy weight because when you're doing a lot of push-ups and therefore pull-ups, which I do a fair amount of, you can lift stronger weight. But again, on any type of strength exercise, you always want to do enough so that the last 3 are tough. If the last 3 aren't tough, do a few more reps or up your weight next time. So here's the motion. You start right down by your foot and you pull. Okay, make the motion full and complete, and that's all you're doing. So you do 10 again. For guys, you do 8 to 10 on one side, switch to the other side. Women, you're going to do 12 to 15. That's the lawnmower. There's another one I'm going to show you from a lying down position. This is a great exercise that is in the 21-day fix with Calabrese, which I think is a nice exercise that works your lats. And it's a lying down over the head pull. All right, I'm going to grab my 12s here. And you're simply going to lie down. Your knees are up. Okay. You lie down on your back. You start with the weights straight over your chest. And you simply bring them over your head, down and up. Okay. You can tap the floor if you want, but you don't have to. And that's the exercise. And what you want to make sure that you do is you don't arch your back like this. You want to make sure your lower back stays pressed into the floor. And the way that you do that is you really tighten up your midsection, your core, and you press it down to the floor. Okay? So again, this is the motion. And you're really sort of doing a nice job of working your lat muscles right here with that exercise. Okay, the last couple I'm going to show you are great exercises that require no weights, and they're really great at strengthening your back. And there's a variety of things that you can do from a lying down position. The first, you might be familiar with if you've done P90X, is Superman, right? Simply lie on your stomach, put your arms out and your legs out, and you lift, and you hold for a count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So when I'm lifting, what you want to do is you don't want to lift your head. You want to look at the floor. You want to squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, and try to lift your legs and your arms as high as you can. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. So try to do 10 to 15 reps, holding for a 5 count each time. Another great one, also from the 21-day fix, is a variety of this, I guess a different variety of this, and that is keeping your hands back and doing a flutter kick. So you're squeezing your arms and your legs. So now it's a bonus. You're working your butt, you're working your quads, and you're working your back. Or you can do a swim like this. Okay, so for those, maybe try to do those for 30 seconds each, 10 to 15 reps. Okay, so there you have it. A variety, a plethora of exercises to work your back when you don't have a pull-up bar. Over and out. Have a great day.